Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am very pleased to show you my very first 2022 model, as I have announced it before in one of my previous videos. This is Max Verstappen's Red Bull Racing RB18, winner of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in 2022. Very awesome looking car. This is the very first time I am opening it, so bear with me. I don't want to damage the car, obviously, so I am going to do it very carefully. You might need to skip this part of the video because it's not gonna be any interesting at all, unless me talking some useless stuff. Alright, I never really keep this outer packaging, so I can just take it off like however it comes off. So at least to say it doesn't want to come off at all, but I will take it off eventually. Here it is. Still no. There we go. Bang. Lovely. So simply lovely, as Max would have said that. Should I open it? I think I should, yes. Let's have a look. Wow, the closer we get to the real thing, the more exciting it is. Right, so just a quick tip, when you do this, don't know about you guys, I always start it from the bottom, because it doesn't matter if it leaves any tiny bit of mark on there. But yeah, there we go. You know what, I don't even keep this one this time. Normally I keep these little stickers so I can stick it back on, because there is one thing with Spark that I don't like, and that is the fact that you can just lift it off with a very gentle move. Like, I mean, if you would just hold this and lift up the model, it's very likely that you would easily drop it. They might have improved a little bit on that. Actually, yes, they did. They did improve a little bit on that, but still, I wouldn't hold it just by the top of the glass thingy. So, let's see what we've got in here. It does come with a sign, which I'm going to gently pull out from underneath the model. Here it is, Verstappen P1. Yes, let's see. I'm not going to bother with this too much this time. I would rather focus on the model. So let's see this beauty. I can't see any fault on it so far, which is really a good start. Yeah, there is different versions of this model, and I wanted this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix winner. The reasons are pretty simple for me, because I think that was the win this year where Max really had to work for it. I mean, it really was not coming easy, and yeah, I think that was that was my favorite victory of his from 2022. And another reason is that over there, that HRC logo, you can probably see it there. I think it's really cool. I quite like it. Honda Racing logo. Instead of they changed it back from the Japanese Grand Prix. They put the Honda logo over there again, as Honda came back and to support them like full throttle like they used to. I prefer the HRC, well, it's just a little thing really. But let's have a closer look. The front wing is obviously very different on these cars. Um, yeah, it's massive. I mean, big. The end plate. Goodness. It looks very, very fragile. Yeah. Those bottom bits over there, those little cuts. Insane detail. Unfortunately, we can't see any brake discs anymore on this because they had to put that bloody cover on it. Now, on the other hand, if you have a look, if you remember my Spark versus Mini-Champs video, that wheel nut was like really mediocre on the Spark model. Now I think they improved hell a lot on that one. Now it's like seriously good. Let's have a look on the back. What's the situation? Another really big difference is the rear wing. And I think they did a pretty good job on that as well. It's got a really special shape compared to the previous one. All teams got it pretty much exactly the same, except Aston Martin later on during the season. But it's one of those things that I really like. The whole shape of the rear wing. I think it's really cool. They made it look really nice. And diffuser Spark, yeah, you can see it's a ground effect car. You can see there's a massive difference on the back. There is a huge hole. The air is obviously coming out over there. And yeah, if you see from the front, you can see just a little bit under the car inside there, just above the front wing. If you see through there, yeah, it does look quite different. Like the whole concept of the car is obviously completely different. Look at the side pod. How much is it undercut? Unbelievable stuff. I mean, like, if you just see these cars through the telly, you can see some of it, or if you look up some close-up pictures, but it's just insane to hold it in your hands and see all these little things. Right, let's see the helmet. It's a really nice helmet Max Verstappen's got for this season, I think. And well, how nicely detailed it could be on a 1:43 scale. Not much, but I think they did what they could. Let's have a look of the steering wheel. Not too bad. I'd say it's better than last year's. Sorry, I need to top there. So here we go. That's a little bit better now. Let's see if there is anything else visible behind the steering wheel. I can't see much more. Yeah, on the inside, nicely detailed as well. Just like that's pretty much usual stuff from Spark. You can imagine all of those things. Exhaust, really nice and shiny. Looks almost like it's metallic, which probably it isn't. I think the whole entire thing is just resin. Yeah, what's on the inside? Simply cola. Oh, I didn't know Red Bull still makes cola. Good to know. Anyway, what else to say? That line on that white line between the Pirelli and the P0 logo, that still looks ginormous. I think it's way too thick, but these are 18-inch wheels, so it's not that bad. I think yeah, it's okay, I suppose. Tires, we can't see that bloody cut in the middle of it, which is really good. Well, it's slightly, very slightly visible maybe on this wheel, but yeah, Spark really needed to get rid of that because that was embarrassing, I think. at this price range. If you remember my Lando Norris model from 2020 from Monaco Grand Prix, yeah, there are some bits and pieces over there. It is what it is. To be fair, the camera really picks up on those little details with the extra light on, so it's not as bad as you would think. Now, something there on the A letter, if you see, the sticker is like, ugh. I mean, it's really hard to get that right, I think, because it's just yeah, it's an awkward part of the car. If you see the shape of it, that's like it would have been impossible to put it on perfectly, I think. The only one way would be like just paint the whole thing, but yeah, you're not gonna get that. Yeah, so front wing, different shape. The connection is has changed from 2021 as well. Those little holders between the nose cone and the front wing, they just disappeared, as we know, and they look different. It looks cool, I think, on the model. They made it look very good, I think. Yeah, what else? Number one. Max have decided to take number one. Well, I kind of got used to the 33, but yeah, number one. We'll see if 33 comes back next year or they decide to keep number one. Probably for commercial reason they're going to keep it. Yeah, if you see from the front, how much is that undercut? That has completely changed. But barge boards completely disappeared. Only tiny little bits left over there, which is actually interesting to see. Again, when you just watch F1 in the telly, you don't really see that much details. That's gonna be quite a long review now, but this is the very first time I'm actually looking at this model, so I'm just as impressed as maybe some of you are. Little DRS handling mechanism made with carbon fiber effect. Yeah, really nice. What more we can say about this? Maybe it's probably not the last video I'm making of this model. I'm gonna do maybe another. I'm going to keep spectating, and yeah, that another interesting bit. It's that little area. It looks like that's not actually. It's not just one. It's two connecting one onto the other. That's weird. Is it really like this in reality? Don't know, but it's definitely interesting. That's slightly different to the previous ones. Don't know what's that one's got to do with the different models. Um, I think I am going to say thank you very much for watching now. If you wish to see this car from any different angles, or if you want me to take it off from the plate and show how is the bottom, I think it would be pretty impressive. So even if you don't ask, I think I'm going to do that. Just to show some extra, because it used to be just like very simple on the bottom. Now we could see all the different tunnels where the wind and the air goes through. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I really wish to see some comments, like what do you think of these new Spark cars? I think it's absolutely beautiful. So again, thank you very much for watching, and see you soon, guys. Take care.